Game for third. 14sway versus PCG. 14sway is sticking to the Night Elf race here, being defeated by Life02. PCG having a rough day today, being stomped into the ground by Focus. So let's see who at least wins one series today and claims $45 for his side. Another best of 3, first to 2 wins this. We start on Terran Stand.
All right. Interesting to see what's going to be coming out of PCG's playbook, especially with Undead having quite a wide range of styles. When Night Elf, honestly, is only playing one style, it feels to me like I've only seen one style out of Night Elf on the pro level for the last couple of months. It's Archer opening with Keeper, fast expansion into Massive Rider with an Alchemist. It's only that, right?
Yeah, I mean, later on, you switch or you put in a few Fairy Dragons here and there, but Dryads, they don't really work, I think.
But there's also Mountain Giants possible, there's also Bears possible, but no, we pretty much always only see Hippo Riders. And yeah, once you have mounted all your Hippo Griffs with the Archers. Did I say that right or did I say the wrong way? Whatever. Once they're combined, it's time to switch into Fairy Dragons. And Undead was struggling against that style for a very long time. Playing one base, playing fast tier 3 as Undead has been used to for years and years. And then, I don't know who came up with it, probably was Lucifer or WFZ. The tier 2 counter expansion with Gargoyles became very popular. And nowadays there's even more variety in the build, as for example 1-0 started playing fast expansion, tier 1 expansion, instant expo, at times even with a Lich first, which blew my mind, but that's a 1-0 special, perhaps you don't want to go that crazy. I think the tier 2 counter expo with double crypt Gargs, it's pretty reliable, and I think that's the best build at the moment.
Especially on Terran Stand, where the distance to the Night Elf expansion is really not that big, and you can harass with Gargs all the time. I think it's the best build here as well. TBC was experimenting with 1 crypt Gargs, but I really don't see that working. Whew. Level 1.5 here already. Wand of Illusion. And another donation coming in by Toby. €5. Also, the bad weather in Cologne can't ruin the mood as long as Back to Warcraft is online. That is very nice of you, man. Thank you.
Too bad you have poor weather. Over here it's pretty nice actually. Shadow Priest stolen here. That's actually a big deal. When creeping this Mercam, one of the nicest things for even Undead is this fast Shadow Priest. You can have an answer to Entangle early on. So smart by 14sway, having a Wisp there and getting that steal. We'll lose it in the end, and that's kind of expensive. It's 200 gold that you quickly lose, but it doesn't go to the opponent. And that's the more important thing, I guess.
That's true. Having no Dispel against the Entangle is the most important part. Level 2 done here as well. Tier 2 not started by PCG. It's rather late. He's going for his own level 2 anyway. No tier 2 by 14sway as he's expanding right away. Yeah, Wisps are coming over. He had some trouble keeping these expansions up against life. But from what I see now, it should be easier here.
He sold his TP, I just noticed.
True.
He's still got plenty of gold. Okay. It looks like a tier 1 expansion. We have the Sacrificial Skull. Acolyte number 6 is ready, but so is the Wisp. Oh man, outstanding scout once again by 14sway. Keeper, if he goes for the Staff of Teleportation, can move across the map very quickly once he has regened up a little bit more mana.
Dodges the coil, Wisp is still there, can be staffed on. But alright, expansion started, and creeping started as well with a little bit of regen that the Sacrificial Skull provides. And here's the staff now. How much damage can the Keeper do?
Wisp coming in for the detonate. Can he hit everything? Oh my god, he gets rid of the entirety of the Blight. Nothing is here anymore.
And only one skeleton survives. That was so good. This detonate. DK is also low. He's clobbering down this expansion. Cancels it last second, but man, the plans are down the drain. And so much time for 14sway to get his second base up.
Now the archers are here as well. It's a slaughter. The ghouls will start to die. One down already. Second one to follow. Archers easily into Shadow Melt. Alright, saves that one with the coil, I guess. And he was creeping that with very few ghouls only, right? It was only 4 ghouls. If you bring like 6+ ghouls to that expansion, you creep it much more quickly. But he had... yeah, not too many ghouls actually for being a fast expansion attempt. Early graveyard, however. Don't know about that choice. We'd have rather seen the graveyard later and more ghouls early on. As with that graveyard at the moment, he can't really do much. If you can go for a Spirit Tower, that's okay, but usually Nerubians in the early are good enough. Anyways, Expo didn't work, and now at least PCG is trying to find some kills. He's gonna get the Archer here, but that's a sad price for what he had to give up.
Indeed. He used his 2 charges of the Wand of Mana Stealing as well. So, still no mana on the Keeper, close to level 3. There was like 1 coil more. Death Knight is close to level 3 as well. With like 2 more kills, it's gonna get there. But only right clicks from his side.
The player's forces are under attack.
Keeper isn't getting too much done in the way of kills. Oh, and gets surrounded. Well done there by PCG. That's gonna be a staff forced at least if he moves the ghoul. Oh, okay. Ghoul dies. That was perhaps a little unnecessary, but yeah, staff will have to be forced. But gets safely back to the main. DK hit level 3 in the meantime as well. Archer continues to scout, sees no expansion still, and with that, 14 Sway is gonna be satisfied.
So cool to have this little sentry ward, basically, the Shadow Melted Archer. He sees immediately when PCG is trying to go for this expansion again. Has to creep the remainder of this as well, so there's plenty of time for 14 Sway to move over.
The terrain looks so weird when it was grass previous, then the blight comes in, now it gets dispelled. But here we go once again, Sacrificial Skull, but oh man, the Archers are here again. The Keeper's back with close to full mana, and this camp is still not cracked.
Yeah, the little Kobolds
go for the DK, shouldn't he?
To abandon this once more. Whew, what a tough game for PCG.
And tier 2's done, which means now the Alchemist can come in, which is gonna be even more trouble for these ghouls and the DK as well.
I think he could even go Naga and finish this game. But of course the Alchemist is the normal choice. Tech-wise, both arrived on tier 2, so Lich is coming, Alchemist is already there. We go Fiends, not Gargs, against Double Engine of Wind. And again the Detonate. There's a little bit of Blight remaining, but that's not what you want.
I think at this point 14 Sway can even let this expansion come up. It's fine. It would be so late that you can probably knock it down with a 65-70 supply push of mass air, which is what's gonna be on the horizon as the double wins are coming up in the main. He lost a lot of archers though in this early game. He got a lot done also, of course, but a lot of archers did die, so he's only gonna have 2 Hippo Riders and then gonna be going into Fairy Dragons.
Fairy Dragons, of course, can't be nuked by Nova and Coil, but the Keeper can, and the Coil ends up on him, so is the Nova. Potion being used, trying to staff out. Is there enough damage? Yes, there is! Keeper falls. Yeah, too slow, not calculating this properly.
That was so close though. That was less than half a second. That was just a split moment away. I think he didn't see the mana potion in the DK's inventory that came as a surprise as it was getting used. And that's a big kill, and guess what? PCG is not done yet. He's coming in for the next Creepjack at the Merc camp. Alchemist slowed down thanks to the Frost Armor. There's another Coil Nova available. Goes for the kill on the Creep though, and with that the Alchemist is gonna be safe. Or is he?
He's blocking. He has more mana, almost. First Hippo is in, but not providing too much here. Steals the Berserker, so more experience for the Undead. Still, that's the expansion, and now massing coming for 14 Sway, but PCG is kind of back in this game.
Don't know how much you can get done here, though. Honestly. He wants to try to, I don't know, find something as long as the Keeper's dead, but he's almost back, actually. But these losses came to cost 14 Sway. He's still got, like, no army at all. Still only 39 supply. Soon gonna change though.
PCG gotta be careful with the statue here, so important. Coming for the acid bomb on the DK, trying to chase, but there's no level 2 chemical rage or anything. But Web is done. Could be a few kills here. Keeper is still not back, but no mana anymore. Makes life of the undead a lot harder.
And with the webs here, the kills aren't even too hard to find. Call comes in, might be the last one for a while, though. There's another kill. That's 3 quick kills here with the webs. Dude, 14 Sway, is he giving this game away?
Looks like it, isn't it? I mean, he can't do too much damage to the expansion, that's why he's backing off, but this should give him the time to just expand on his own. Or get ready for the big push that's to come with Orb of Corruption and Destroyers.
14 Sway also has like no lumber. How is he so lumber all the time? Just make some wisps, dude. He's got 3 wisps on lumber, I think. That's not quite enough. That's a few certainly not necessary mistakes. He's continuing to look for this counter expansion. It looks like that's his only priority in this game. Just keep the expansion from coming up. And that's a big deal as well, of course. But he suffered more losses here this game than he needed to.
And PCG is coming in again with the Tinker. Now we have the damage against structures thanks to the Robo Goblins. And 14 Sway is quite far away, opting for a dive into the Undead base, which is quite weird. So even more lumber used now for this repair. Wisps are falling.
What a strange game. What a strange game. DK went for the staff, the fake TP into the main, but didn't fall for this. Actually, there is no real TP on the Undead side, and he doesn't have the gold either to buy one because he's not mining in the main base.
Uh-oh.
This is the Haunted just dead?
Yep, I think so. I mean, what can he do? Still has no gold. It's a base race now. Engine of War should fall in a second. Tree is at 50%, but yeah, the Haunted is gone, and he doesn't have the gold to rebuild it. He has to sell items to get income again.
Base race with hippos and fairies, we don't see that too often.
And it's winning.
Huh. Okay. PCG, he can only move forward, he can't really retreat. He's gonna get a few more kills on the units, but who can kill the buildings faster is the question.
Everyone is tickling everything. No Pocket Factory anymore after this one. For PCG is also supply stuck. Trying to force this Keeper away. But the Ring of Regeneration swap, I really like that. There's no pressure on him, so he can just regen here, thanks to the item.
Oh no, PCG, he needs to send at least one Acolyte out to create a building somewhere. Ah, okay, he has one Acolyte with the army. If PCG sells a couple of items, he can put up a Necro down here.
And I guess he does. I mean, this talisman... Yeah, he sells everything. What the fuck? Ghouls are coming over. This Undead base being sold as well. So
if he killed the Tree of Ages right away, he could have perhaps gone for a Haunted, but I mean, he doesn't have Acolyte anyways. Okay, full-out base race. This is so rare.
Almost another Pocket Factory after this. So yeah, Necropolis built. And he has the gold for... yeah, the Haunted Gold Mine.
If 14 Sway kills all the buildings in the main though, and then TPs to his own main base and cancels the Necro, that's how he wins. But he doesn't necessarily know that this is the only building. There might be a Necropolis somewhere else.
There are 2 Wisps here in the upper right. So he can always build some new structures.
Oh my god, he's got so much gold.
Yep.
Holy shit.
2,500, hell yeah.
But lumber's the issue. He needs to try to save these wisps from the main. Just send them out. You don't need the gold anymore.
There's another Tree of Life at PCG's expansion, but still 2 kobolds. Killing this wisp soon. Okay, PCG is down to 1 building in a bit. And that's this one. And the Tree of Ages is falling as well. What a weird game with a full-out base race.
Does he have enough for the Haunted? He does. Okay.
Haha! Haha!
It's gonna take forever though until he has more Acolytes
Yep.
again. He needs the Haunted and 3 Ziggurats.
Well, there's Blight.
Are under attack.
Now established. He's killing those two kobolds now to be able to mine there again. Undead base wiped out. Night Elf base wiped out. We're back to the start of the game and everyone starts with a little army. Cool.
We're about to have one building versus one building. Ah, no. It's one building versus two buildings, actually. How weird!
Forces are under attack.
So, can PCG just sit on this? There is 4 webs.
I don't even know where this game goes from here. Like,
Me neither.
like what now?
Who's
You know?
attacking? This could be a draw. No one wants to attack.
PCG did lose a couple of units, by the way, with the fairy dragons scouting around, but one web means you're dead. He doesn't have Nature's Blessing, I guess. Yeah, he didn't have Hunter's Hall.
A player's forces are under attack.
I meant Ultravision, not Nature's Blessing.
Decent
Alright, more and
save.
more creeping here for 14 Sway, though. Gets a level 4 Keeper. Almost level 3 Alchemist now as well.
The one of the wind can be pretty helpful. There's no items here.
Oh, if the fairies kill the Acolyte, it's like almost checkmate. But...
PCG has to babysit this, but 14 Sways are heroes are growing.
A player's forces are under attack.
it might even be worth selling the Orb of Corruption. As an undead, you never want to do that,
It
but
feels so wrong.
he needs the gold.
Can build another ziggurat now. 1 of 3. There we go. Yeah, we're basically starting from scratch.
A player's forces are under attack.
And weirdly enough, like one base versus one base, the undead is favored. Oh, Destroyer getting intercepted here by these fairies, but they have the same movement speed, so Destroyer should be safe. Oh, it's really close though. This is a massive kill. He can't replace this. Right click from the Keeper. Oh, 6 HP. Last hit. Destroyer dies.
Ouch. So he's actually down to 3 heroes, 4 fiends.
That means
Well, he needs a ziggurat less.
And he can never dispel Entangle anymore.
That is correct.
That was actually a massive kill.
14 Sway, by the way, building Mass Moon Wells here for healing and has the second engine of Tree of Life up. This is so unique.
Only a single item on the undead side, the Orb of Corruption. Everything else has been sold.
Second and third ziggurat coming. After this, he can produce acolytes again.
How long this took, though.
That is seriously a base trade. Like, the Night Elf ends up in the upper
Literally.
left. Literally a base trade, with the undead being in the bottom right.
So many items for 14 Sway. Greater mana for the Keeper. Like, once he has... Oh, fairies flying in. That's a massive waste. That's a... Oh, he's gonna lose 4 fairies at least. He's probably gonna lose more. He's killing nothing. 14 Sway, what are you doing?
Oh boy, another web. He needs another web. He gets another web. Oh boy.
What
Rookie
was he
mistake.
thinking? Like, when he was above the trees, he saw all the fiends there. It's not like they were borrowed or anything.
It's level 3 for the Tinker as well. Even better against buildings now.
Wow, that was a massive throw. Holy crap.
Ooh, baby. What is happening now? I mean, acolytes coming in. Number 3.
This is so strange.
A player's forces are under attack.
Keeper and the Alchemist, though, are making their way over here. And those 2 heroes by themselves can easily kill all of these fiends. But DK and Lich are returning back home. The Tinker adding some pressure towards the expansion here with the Pocket Factory. Which isn't even too bad with him being level 3.
He has passive level 2, by the way. Pocket Factory only level 1.
Oh.
So here we go for the Keeper being staffed out. Chemical Rage to get away.
A player's forces
Fairies are
under
waiting
attack.
for the next attack against Acolytes, but the Wisps, the Fiends are there. Acolyte 4 and 5 queued. Oh, the Goblins, they're not attacking the Moonwell anymore, so he can't be saved. He can be saved.
How does Fortune Sway still not have lumber? Just make wisps. The thing is, he needs tier 2. He needs wins. His tech is still really far away from being able to produce anything valuable. Whereas for PCG, he only needs a crypt and a graveyard, and then he can make fiends again. That's exactly what he needs.
So here we go. Push against 14 Sway's expansion. Alchemist is going into the Undead base. Basically only the Keeper alone here. But this Pocket Factory is turning out so great.
This expansion is not going to be saved. But there's a lot of damage which could be hitting the Undead new main base as well, as the Keeper and Alchemist are coming in. Oh, we had another statue. That's how we have another Destroyer. I forgot about that one. Right.
Okay.
And the TP home from the Undead heroes.
A player's
However,
forces are under attack.
Tree survives.
But no region anymore now. I kind of like that he went Pocket Factory 1 and passive 2, so the spawning speed increases for the goblins, so the attacks are in general quicker.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Shredder
Want to
now, he
level
will
up
have
the
lumber in a
Pocket
second.
Factory. Now you want to level up the Pocket Factory, and that one, if that one is in danger of getting killed, as when you level it up, it gets more HP. But here in this weird game, it's just for split pushing and doesn't get dealt with. Finally a Shredder for 14 Sway. My god. Okay, so he's gonna have lumber soon again. And he is teching, and he's still got so much gold!
Yep,
3,000
2,000. Yeah. Now spending all his lumber. Is he close to a level up or something? No. Gets mana burned. No statue anymore.
A player's
Keeper and
forces
Alchemist
are under
attacking
attack.
again. Fiends are ready. We do have a town portal again and a staff.
A town is
How
under
much damage
siege.
can these guys do?
PCG's gonna have to TP here. There's no way he can... He has to save these fiends. His 4 fiends are getting attacked. Where's the TP? He's losing all of them. TP coming in now, but this is too late. Oh my god, they were all surrounded. They're all dead. All fiends are gone.
And I can easily TP out. Whoa, what an attack by 14 Sway. Dispels the Book of the Dead. Now, the one usage
Player's
of the
forces are
book,
under attack.
and it works, and now he defends at home. Pocket Factory will be gone in a second. Tree and Moonwell survive. This might be the game-winning move. Tech
It
is
looks
on the
like
way
it.
as well, so he's gonna have reinforcements soon.
3,000 gold. And by the way, a Nutri of Life coming up in the bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, he's not suffering on the lumber anymore. Even a Hunter's Hall coming in now. This looks like an unlosable position. Or is it?
All
I think
in.
14 Sway shouldn't even fight here. Just give up the space if you have to. Just go for counterattacks all the time.
And buy time for the tier 2 for other buildings. He has so much gold, he really doesn't need that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, and he's doing the right play once again. Keeper Alchemist. Well, creeping is not the right move, dude. You have to attack the main. Is he really gonna creep? Seriously? Okay.
This gives PCG time to again...
Oh, double sappers! Okay, okay. That's why.
Alright, he had so much gold.
Oh, the Destroyer sees it though!
Okay,
It's only
I
like
think
3 Destroyer attacks, right, for a kill?
he's not fast enough.
Town is
And
under
the
forces
fairies
are
come in.
under attack.
Oh, but the staff home from the DK and the Lich, they're here to defend.
Ooh, one Nova is enough. What a waste of gold. Tinker is still here. Killed 2 of the Moonwells. Oh my god, this
Dude,
game.
what a game. This is like an old replay of the week kind of game.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a top 100 replay. We have seen this one base race by Remind and, I don't know, on Ancient Isles with a Fire Lord. The only pro game where I ever saw Volcano used.
So tier 2 is finally done for the Night Elf, and we have Ancients of Wind coming up once again. But these undead heroes, man, it's almost 5-4-3. 4-3-3 at the moment. But history hasn't even paid off yet, and this one is gonna probably be falling as well.
Finds the next gold mine, indeed. Needs a little bit of mana for the pocket factory.
And 14th Way should just go into the main. Like,
kill the acolytes and
alchemist. It's good enough. Oh, and by the way, there's no fiends anymore, so fairy dragons can't get webbed either. Double spirit tower coming up now, though. Ooh, and also, I just noticed this. It's only 600 gold left here in the gold mine for PCG.
Oh, that's bad. He has 1,000, so maybe he can just go to the natural. New pocket factory deployed, but no micro.
Are under attack.
Not sending them in. The destroyer is so important here right now for the dispel. Now they attack.
Alright, finally fairy production again.
And upgrades as well. Thank you, GG's to Chris for the 7-month resub. My first time live in 2 months, and what a weird game to come back. Indeed. Welcome back.
Nutri of Life, top right. Only has to creep the gold mine now, has to find some time, and yeah, there's so many fires to put out for PCG. It's like 4 base Night Elves, and this is like Twisted Meadows.
Yeah, it's typical Night Elf play now. And the Haunted Gold Mine is empty now. The second crypt coming in. Okay. Gonna have, I don't know, mass fiends against mass fairies. DK is level 5. Lich is close to 4.
Yeah, Coil Nova hurts, as we can see there on the Keeper.
Oh, there's a staff, so it should be fine. Acolytes are moving over. There's gonna be another Haunted Gold Mine. Staying in this game. Oh my god, this makes up for all the rushed semifinals. We are 26 minutes into this.
Shield of Life once again finds a spot at the natural of the Undead is how we started this game. So many fairies queued, by the way. Take a look at the Ancients of Wind. 8 fairies queued. 7 now, I guess.
He spent all his 3,000 gold. He's once again at tier 2. He has another expansion up here. He has another expansion up here. But I guess his own is unthreatened, and he has an army again. If you only had a statue now, that would be the dream, but he's not teching at all. Level 5 Keeper now.
Are these fairy numbers high enough to overpower this Undead army? Should be. Only thing that Fortune's Way has to look out for is hero kill. If that doesn't happen, this game should be his. Chasing after the fiends, but they're pretty fast. With oh, only 1 level in the aura actually. Has Death Pact here. But of course he's not going to chase too far. There's no need for him to take a fight right now. Getting more and more and more fairy dragons. Getting up to, how many is this? Jesus Christ. 2, 4, 5. I think that's 17 fairies. So far.
So he's gonna have all remaining gold mines occupied. 14th Way. There's 400 remaining in PCG's old base.
But if PCG wins this game, he deserves an award. This would be so insane.
Robo-Goblin might win this, but he's so far away.
Dude, I haven't seen Robo-Goblin in forever, now that you mention it. Alright, here we go. Is it finally time for 14th Way to take this fight? The numbers certainly speak in his favor. And off we go. Kolnovan, the Keeper of the Grove, half HP already, but the DK also dropping very low. He does have Death Pact, but he doesn't want to eat one of his own units here, which he can't reproduce for the time being.
The thing is, he has no mana regen anymore. It's okay for the DK. He saves a bunch of coils, eats a fiend now. But that's about it. Just playing fiends, and still no tech, no gold for that. He has income again.
Yeah, and usually when you want to play against his Mass Fairy style, you have to make use of regen. on the statue. And he doesn't have statues. Here falls another fiend. And with that, basically all the anti-air is gone. 14 Sway moving forward. Damage too high with these mass fairy dragons. And now it's only the heroes and the single destroyer. And the Tinker is going to be dying here with the entangle. And finally the GG is called as Night Elf takes this game.
Close to 30 minutes, but 14 Sway does it. Man, what a weird scenario we were in. To be honest, it was pretty one-sided for the most of the time, but you know, you never know against Coil Nova. There's always a chance for the Night Elf to misstep a little and lose a hero, and then everything is possible again. So 1-0 for the new Rising Talent 14 Sway.
All right. And our second map is going to be Concealed Hill. Is that a good Undead map?
I mean, you can play Gargs pretty good here to creep both of the
Oh,
fountains.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, of course. For the Drakes, you're right. And he tried with a counter expansion.
Yeah.
But I always feel like on tier 1 it's so risky. And yeah, that was made very expensive. However, PCG tried the 3 Ghoul expansion even against Focus earlier on. May try it here again.
Yeah,
what are you doing right now? It sounds like you're fiddling around in your belly button or something.
No. I had to read a Discord message.
Okay,
Was a notification in the WGL admin squad. I said, oh, hopefully nothing is wrong. But no, it isn't. It was just a reminder that we have to use a 3-minute delay later for WGL. Which will start at 5, so in 2.5 hours. Until then, we should be more than done here, even though it's a best of 5 coming up. 2,200 viewers here. Nice to see you guys. As we are warming up for the grand final of Focus versus Life.
Looking forward to those games as well. Focus's perfect early game, which will give me the chills again. All right, map number 2. We're loading in. 14 Sway in the lead here with 1-0. PCG's map choice now.
Yeah, Concealed Hills, one of the new maps in the pool. Oop. What is that? Okay, there we go. Most likely this is going to be a more more normal game than the one we've seen before, but PCG basically was killed by the expansion kills from 14 Sway, right? That execution was pretty good. And from that moment on, it was very tough.
A little sloppy after that, suffering more losses than necessary, but at the end of the day, 2 base versus 1 is still a big advantage, obviously. One that 14 Sway is going to be looking for once more if he opts for the same strategy of the Hippo Riders into Fairies, which I imagine that he will.
Everything but a keeper would surprise me here too. On Terranas, there's always a chance for a Warden. On some other maps, there's a super small chance for a Demon Hunter, but I think Concealed Hills has basically a 100% keeper rate.
Yeah. Absolutely. In general, on Netties against Undead, I haven't seen a Demon Hunter in ages.
No, it really doesn't work that well anymore. Or the Keeper is just better. That might be the better explanation. So, Keeper and DK it is. The standard heroes for the 2 races. PCG with a Fiend build.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, the Tet Fiend build.
Yeah, might be the Tet Fiend build or a second Ziggurat coming after and then just Ghouls following. It's also something that others have started to do. Normally you go for this opening if you want to have it DK instantly to harass, but then later on the Ghouls following up as well to be able to creep and perhaps even look for a cancel on the opponent expansion. Thank you very much, Korak, for the 500 bits. What a crazy game, he says. Yeah, that was very special indeed.
True that.
Player's
Thank
forces
you.
are under attack.
So, match points now for 14 Sway. $45 if he wins that map now. That would be PCG with 30.
The DK comes out and is moving across the map immediately. Seems to be going to the spider crab to roll the dice and hope for a tome of experience.
Yeah, he was trying fast expansion versus Orc. That didn't work, so this time I'm not really doing it.
So it is actually Tetfiend opening here. Okay. This is something that Happy also played in quite a few of the games against Lawliot. Has the upside that you go into Fiends pretty quickly and have a fast attack. Has the downside that you can do like very little on the map. Yes, you can creep with skeletons, but that's not very fast. And there's absolutely no way in hell you're ever canceling an expansion of the Night Owl.
It's basically a free expansion, right? Yeah, as you said.
Yeah.
If you don't go ghouls, you don't have anything to pressure. The Tinker arrives only on tier 3 if you want to go for that. Skeletons can be dispelled all the time. Oh, pump fake again, but not resulting in anything. Tree coming up, the DK knows. But what can he do?
This is a 2-archer expansion. This is really early. If you have a couple of ghouls out on the map right now, let's say 4 or 5, you can cancel this fairly easily. Yes, you're gonna lose 1 ghoul, perhaps even 2, but that is worth it for a big expansion delay. However, with this opening, that's completely impossible.
At least he got
Which is
level
why
2.
I'm not a big fan of this opening at all. You're just so limited.
I thought at first it should be better, just because it's more effective or more sturdy against an alchemist, because ghouls just die to alchemists, but in the end, turns out, for once, you were right.
Nice! Finally, the day has come. So, like, I don't even know if you do go for this opening, which I don't recommend, like, what are you even supposed to do? I guess hoping stealing creeps from the opponent could be pretty nice, but that didn't really happen. The Keeper is actually getting sidetracked quite a lot. Honestly, you don't even have to babysit the tree against what the Undead is doing here. You just have to have wisps nearby. Those can defend by themselves against the DK plus skeletons. So the Keeper could just be creeping up a storm now if he wanted. But at least PCG is slowing down the creeping of the Keeper of the Grove. Not even level 2.5 just yet. And this map can be fairly hard for even a Keeper to find level 3 on.
Yeah. Well, he's getting the Magi now, most likely if PCG is not using the coil. But there is a decent chance for him to do that. It's not the fastest creep here, not too much damage. But he can focus the DK soon, so it should go to the Night Owl.
2 Fiends are out by this point, but they're just sitting in the main. They're like not doing anything at all. Did he get less hit? Oh, he did, right?
Yeah, he got it. Thanks to the coil through the forest. Double frog up for that move.
Double frog?
Yeah, I clicked on the frog. Like, quack, quack. I gave him a quack, quack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Like a double thumbs up with a double frog. Yeah.
The frog, the most unfortunate critter in the game. Doesn't even have a face, just 2 square eyes. This Keeper harass, or this DK harassment, is actually working out surprisingly well. Like, he's slowing down the expansion again. He's got almost full mana still. He's trying for the surround here, and oh, he gets it. That's such a big deal. Is he losing this Tree of Life?
No, aggro is swap. Oh, isn't? He has to swap the aggro again. Needs repair now. And so much damage. Boy.
If this hadn't been a staff forced, this would have been a nightmare right here.
Still taking damage. Okay, but now he's safe. Ooh, boy. But this is killable now.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's gonna eat trees though, he's gonna repair it. So the tree should be fine here. Yeah, there was more risk taken than necessary. 14's Way could have just gotten back to the main at one point, get more mana, and just spam treants, and this is an easy creep count to take. So this was a little scary there, but it still works out. The tree was delayed in the end, but not by too much. Tier 2 is done, Alchemist is here, and wins are on their way.
Alright, we're gearing up. Skeleton scouts the progress of the repair. Archer's healing at the fountain. And DK needs to creep as well. He can't fight the next one without level 3, I guess. And he needs level 2 Lich as well. Plus, I think he's just waiting now until tier 3 is done, right? To punch hard with a tier 2, with a tier 3 power spike. But that gives 14 Sway so much time to creep the middle. Gets a few misses here because that is an actual hill here in the middle of the map. Not experienced. Sweet.
Picked it up on the keeper.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
Players' forces are under attack.
I have a tough time believing that that's the right play. But alright. Gets level 2 on the Alchemist regardless. It's taking a while to creep up the rest, but it's alright. And the keeper is running distraction here, is looking for the Undead. Wants to slow him down a little, wants to use the Entangle. One statue into Destroyer. Upgrade. Ideally, you would like to have the Slaughterhouse earlier, so you can have 2 statues, then Destroyer upgrade, then Morph 1, and then you still have 1 statue on the ground for healing, which is so important.
100 bits by the Crestfallen. Hate Satan, my little lamb. So Remo finally got a... That's nice from Neo. Now all he needs to do is win against his big idol Neo in a best of 5. Or Nia?
I think it's supposed to be Neo.
I think so too, in the best of 5. Yeah, Remo, that will never happen. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I gotta practice some more, dude. I
Yeah.
gotta step up my game.
Less climbing, more grinding.
Climbing on the ladder, does that count?
It does count as well.
So here come the Hippo Riders. Oh, but some archers are still left behind, and there's a big Nova. Oh, this is some very good kills to be found. Coil, Nova, right clicks.
Oh, do you know how happy I am that these arcs are gonna be disappearing with the next patch?
Pretty happy.
Very happy.
Pretty
These
happy.
fucking vision blocking arcs.
At the moment, this army is looking really scary that Diana is bringing in here, and 14 Sway was late with the production, so that's 800 gold, a little bit greedy. And this timing is actually not looking bad at all. 14 Sway wants more time, but doesn't have the time. Web's coming in over and over. Coil saves that one fiend.
Second one is gonna be slow. Oh, nice dispel. Super quick by PCG. And Cole should be ready as well, so the acid bomb is not taking him down.
As long as the DK has mana, this is a decent fight for the Undead to take. Usually you want to have statues here to have more mana, more regen, but still not the statue here.
Web again, at least against one. Oh, DK is kind of blocked here. Acid bomb, poison ivy. Results in another kill on a Hippo, and the DK survives in the end. If he runs far enough away, he can use the replenishment potion to stay in this fight a little longer. But I guess soon it's time for a TP.
And DK now completely out of health and mana. The replenishment is looking pretty good right now. Popping it here, and now a statue is back.
Ooh, that's
And more
big.
webs coming in, more kills.
He's not kiting this time. Ooh, just microing this away. No blocks either. Reju got cancelled by this Alchemist who's diving deep, but he can't afford that with all his HP he has. Another Fiend dead. Level up for the Keeper of the Grove. Level 4 for him now. Lich is soon to be level 3 and got a lot more nuke.
One single Hippo as well, just to have something against the Destroyer. That's actually pretty good. It's going to force the Destroyer to just continuously have to fly away. TP out now, though, from the Keeper as he drops very low indeed, saving 2 more, or at least 1 more Fairy Dragon on the way back. But there's not enough Moon Juice to heal everything back up.
Oh,
And once again, 14's Way so low on lumber. How is he always so low on lumber?
doesn't like the woods. Or he likes the woods too much to not drain them. Alright, shop down.
A player's forces
Does he have the damage to kill this Expo? Is there anything coming up? Yeah, second crypt coming. Like that. Need to
I got disconnected.
outproduce. Okay. Need to outproduce the Night of Fear. Massive amount of Fairy Dragons kicking in down though. No Tinker this time, so it takes forever to kill the second base. But if this works out, I mean, 2 fairies are basically dead. Heal Scroll will save them. Double Heal Scroll for 14 Sway. And the damage is just not enough. There's also repair. He can't Nova this air unit. Not even forced into this Heal Scroll as PCG is not realizing this. And Tangle gets the kill.
a player's forces are under attack.
Gets sacrificed though. Again, a pretty close game, but the advantage for PCG, for 14 Sway, is getting bigger and bigger. No heal scroll to be taken, no invul to be used, and now he's fighting at the fountain. This spot could have been empty if you go for Gargs, but no. Wakes up the creeps, it's a little more damage for free. So the kiting game begins once again. 2 destroyers this time for double the dispel against Treants and Web now. But again, he's not kiting, he's just standing there for now. Not too many webs. DK in focus. If he forces into a TP, that's exactly what 14sway wants. To get a bigger army and more gold from this expo. And he's chasing PCG away.
DK once again, low mana. Only a single coil here to use, really. A couple of units dying to the fountain. And he's still low lumber, dude. 1.5k gold. Where's this job?
He's a little like Scrooge McDuck. Loves to swim in
Bothering
his...
me, Neo.
Huh?
Bothering me.
I know. I hear the concern in your voice, but what can I do, Remo? I would love to help you out to make you feel better, but... Oh, double zapper. We've seen
Double
this failing
zapper.
before, but I guess 14sway is not aware and not thinking about this possibility.
Double Zapper's not enough, though. He needs 3 against Nature's Blessing. There is a TP on the Night Elf side. With fast repair, this tree should survive.
A player's force.
If he has the fast repair, that is.
Not coming in yet. Seeing the zappers now, splits them so they don't explode against each other, and that is the kill. And expanding in the middle.
Huh. But 14sway still has plenty of resources. He can just re-expand soon. Actually, he can't because he doesn't have lumber. Oh,
Yeah.
dude. This is driving me insane.
We're talking a lot about gold because it's for items and more important for units, but sometimes lumber can win you games, or the lack of lumber can lose you games.
Under attack.
TP coming in now. Interesting staff from the DK, just like 2 feet over. And off we go. But the damage is pretty, like, manageable on these fiends. Easy kiting now with a level 2 on the aura. And PCG's retreating back further and further, coil after coil coming in. And once the Knight of Fears are out of mana, this is actually kind of an easy fight for him, I guess.
Yeah, but PCG doesn't even have to win this. I mean, he's the one with the expansion soon. He's not fighting against additional income. The heal scroll was nice, but the coil as well. 2 fairies about to die, but so is the destroyer if he focuses this correctly. Level 4, big damage increase. Alchemist immediately forced into an invul.
Next entangle. Quick to spell again, and the borrow. Whoa, nice moves here by PCG now.
A player's force is
Gonna lose the 1 destroyer, but still plenty of fiends on the ground, and 14sway's heroes are basically out of mana. With more borrows coming in, but there's a sentry ward for detection as well. Okay, now the losses for the Undead are starting to become noticeable, as the first statue died, and the second one is dropping very low as well, but so is the Alchemist. How does he not have a staff?
There's an invul on the keeper, he's using him now, otherwise it would have been a double kill. Entangle, but that's a big healing potion, he could use that on the DK immediately. Dispels the entangle once more, and the next nuke is going to result in the death of the keeper, and that's exactly what happens. We go full distance, PCG strikes back. Nice execution in the fight. Good patience as well. Not overcommitting at any point.
Yeah, kudos to Mr. PCG there. But 14sway gave that game away. There were a lot of mistakes in his play, to be honest. But that gives us a 3rd game and a decision.
True that. It is, of course, 14sway's map choice now, and we go Echo Isles. Ooh, a map where we've seen a lot of cool games between Lucifer and Joshi Shi, with Dreadlord level 6 and all that good shit, but I don't imagine to see this here.
Yeah, it would be pretty surprising. This doesn't seem to be PCG style. I mean, PCG, for the most part, just plays standard always, right?
Well, the Fiend opening, or the Tet Fiends weren't really standard.
Yeah, we see this from other players as well, though. But however, what we saw from him the first game today against Focus, there he played fast expansion.
Yeah. But
that may have been just because of the opponent, because he was facing Focus. But yeah, so far what he's playing against Night Elf, Some expansion attempts in that last game wasn't even necessary. Just fast fiends and micro against the numbers. And 14's Way's macro wasn't on point, especially the lumber, but more importantly, the production, I guess. Never hit that critical mass, really, where the Fairy Dragons could just overpower. He's gonna try again.
Alright, game 3 decision in the match for third. 1-1, obviously. After this, we go into the grand final of Focus versus Life, which is going to be a best of 5. So, will the 17-year-old claim the bronze medal? I'm going to leave you for like 5 seconds to get a little drink. And then I'm going to be right back.
5 seconds? Man, can we make it so long without you, Neo? I'm not so sure. Ghoul opening once again here from the Undead side, and 14 Sway going for the normal Ancient of War. No greediness here towards the Merc camp. That's too risky. If that gets scouted and harassed with 2 ghouls, that usually ends up in a disaster for the Night Elf. This should most certainly be the Keeper here once again, who had a bit of a tough time creeping up the natural in the last game. This is going to be not the case here. On Echo, we have the easiest natural creep in the map pool, along with Lost Temple, Last Refuge. We saw Last Temple yesterday in a 2v2, that was pretty cool. And a Keeper it is, accompanied by the DK, right? Or is this gonna be something weird?
No Dreadlord, unfortunately. I'm back!
What ring did you get?
I kind of need some coffee, so went for a coffee.
Do you still drink that Nescafe stuff?
Not really, no. There was some left in the coffee machine, so I had it down and got me a mug of coffee.
Wait, cold coffee?
Yeah, kind of like...
Blah! Isn't that gross?
It's not that bad. I don't
Cold
care.
coffee? I mean, I don't drink coffee, but...
It's not as bad as people say it is.
Isn't cold coffee like warm Coca-Cola?
Kind of, yeah, it's drinkable though.
Okay, sounds gross.
So what did I miss?
Nothing really. Keeper, DK. Question it. Wait a minute.
Sells the TP again.
4 ghouls running right over. Is this a ghoul rush?
Well, TP sold. He has the gold for a second crypt. Not using it yet.
Town is under siege.
If he wants to tech behind this though, it's gonna take. Oh, here we go. Second crypt.
Okay.
Alright, boys.
Ghoul rush it is. Old school double crypt mass ghouls. Let's overwhelm him with mass. And let's see how that works out. If he kills the Engine of War, that's just massive. 14 Sway at the moment not reacting at all. 700 gold almost. Not spending it.
It has to produce lots of archers, obviously.
Town is under siege.
Wisp detonates for more experience. Needs a level 2 here for the Entangle. And no tech coming in, but now with the kill, that's level 2 for the Keeper. But can he even find these ghoul kills? Oh, he gets surrounded!
Oh,
doesn't pay attention there, and that's gonna be a TP forced. Or can he fight his way out of there? He's got Moonwell back up. Oh! Surround still stuck. He's closing himself in with this tree. Could have walked it off, perhaps. But now, the DK is looking for that kill. He has 1 coil to use. Wouldn't be enough, though.
And the ghouls are starting to suffer a lot more than they should. Next one dying. Level 2.5 Keeper already. Wants to get him below the threshold of 70, but he's far away from that. Another ghoul has to be evacuated. Archers survive, and PCG is holding this nicely so far, but the double ghoul production starts now.
Yeah, problem here for PCG.
Oh!
If he gets a 0 kill, he's gonna be close to level 2 almost.
Oh, the Moonwell juice! Just barely enough, and there's no mana anymore for Coil. And the Moonwell finishes in time. Just perfectly. Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up.
Oh. Dropping the item on the ground as well. Keeper almost level 3 already. Oh, if he goes for the DK, perhaps that's even the kill.
Thought so too.
But on the ghoul, that's the surefire kill. But it may not be over yet. This is still plenty of ghouls left. The tech is coming for 14's way. Did he not scout the double crypt?
I don't think so.
A player's forces are
There's
under
nothing
attack.
close.
You want to have a second Ancient of War, perhaps even a third one, just to stand there and hold and defend. And then on tier 2 you get a second hero, and then it should be your game.
Yeah, the second hero really tips the scales in your favor. But now he's going for the DK. As we said, there's no TP anymore. One more coil, but the archer damage and the little birds are enough as the DK dies. So, ghouls only. No items to use. This looks like the win for PCG.
GG.
GG. So that's the win. Third place for the 17-year-old Night Elf / human talent. And why would you do that, man? It's maybe PCG was tired or he really doesn't like Echo Isles, but that was an all-in and that didn't work. And yeah, GG.
Yeah, bit of a curveball. Lucifer sometimes makes it work, especially on AZ. But yeah, not here. I feel like you really desperately need level 2, right? And the DK ran across with 0 experience.
Yeah.
So he's hoping to get enough kills for level 2, but is that so realistic?
I don't think so. I mean, most of the creep spots are already gone, and you can't steal that. And you can't afford to lose too many skeletons either, because, like, then the keeper's level 2, so... Well, didn't work out. Thank you very much, Huntington HD, for the sub at the Crestfallen for yet another 100 bits. To be fair, I have quite a lot of coffee mixed drinks that taste better cold than hot. Basically, stuff like coffee with chocolate vanilla flavoring. That is correct. So, we will jump into the grand final, I think, right away, but we need a little break here, and then we're back with the grand final of XiaoY Cup 14. Who's gonna get the big bucks? See you in a second.